Humanity is not ready, but the changes are already here. This is how I want to start this video, which is something that I have been preparing for a long time, and I did so much research. Oh, by the way, hello, my name is Soleil. Welcome to Soleil Rising. You're watching an astrology channel, and this video is about the most amazing and very, very rare conjunction aspect that is happening in astrological world for astrologers that I really want to share with you guys, because it's something very, very big, something that is going to bring a lot of changes, and it's super important to mention so that everyone knows about it, because I'm kind of obsessed with this aspect. And it is the aspect of Mars, Uranus, and North Node being in Taurus together, making this amazing conjunction. Well, it's not super like, it's never black and white. There's always like all sides of aspects that can happen, like both good and bad. And the reason that I am super excited about this aspect is finally we need some change. I mean, the changes are here, but we are not ready for them. And when we're talking about Uranus, it's always something related to innovations with technology, something that is new, something that is modern, something that is going to change the perception of life and everything. And we have Mars. The Mars is drive, passion, a lot of activity, a lot of movement, a lot of, I don't know, aggression. And North Node is something that we need to go towards to and balance out with whatever we need to let go of, which is the South Node. And it is all happening in the sign of Taurus with these energies of turbulence, change, and freedom, and protest and revolution. We have the sign of Taurus, which is the most kind of stable and the most kind of luxurious sign that we have in 12 sign cycle. And at the same time, we're having a square from Saturn to this aspect, meaning that there is some kind of hierarchical control that is going to be kind of brought to us by government, by some kind of authority, with this new things that are going to be in our world. And the humanity will be like, we're not ready for this. I don't want to do this. This is something new that I've never seen, and I don't think that I want to learn it. For example, maybe there will be some kind of new innovation, new technology for which people are not ready and don't want to go out of their comfort zone, because Taurus is responsible for comfort zone. And it's going to be super interesting because we already have some things that we can notice that are happening related to this aspect. Well, when we have Mars in this kind of aspect, we have a lot of rebellion activity going on, a lot of protests, a lot of revolutions, kind of, aggressive things, because when we have Uranus and North Node conjunction, which usually happens every 15 to 16 years, it happens all the time. It's something new, something great, and I am going to talk about this. I've done so much research about this conjunction from 19th century, actually, so I'm like super excited about this video. But we never had, like in this century, in the past century, actually in 2000 centuries, we didn't have this aspect. The last time we had an aspect of Mars, North Node, and Uranus together was when Alexander the Great, I don't know why I said Drew, but Alexander the Great was conquering the whole world. He was like, I'm going to conquer the world. I'm going to kill a bunch of people, but I'm going to bring innovation. I'm going to bring new knowledge. I'm going to collect and make like a new civilization. More people are coming together, learning from each other, growing and developing and progressing to the new world, right? It sounds really cool. We have a lot of progress. We have a lot of new things happening in 2000 centuries ago, but a lot of people were dead. So this aspect really shows that there is not going to be only something good. It's going to be both good and bad at the same time. But the truth is, I don't want to talk about negative stuff, because like I prefer to be optimistic and live in my own bubble. I want to kind of ignore everything bad that is going to happen, because like life is not perfect, and at least in my imagination it sounds good. And actually yesterday I came across this notion that even if you tell something positive to people and at the same time bring some kind of negative comment, people are going to remember the negative thing. They're not going to remember the positive. They will be just like ignorant of the positive information that they are receiving because they got some kind of negative comment. So I really don't want to touch up upon negative things that this aspect can bring, but for individuals or for general. But like if I just go roughly, like vaguely give some kind of overview of what we're going to have that is going to be like kind of negative, is that if we look at the opposite sign of Taurus, we have Scorpio. That's where the south node is at. And north, so Taurus is responsible for everything related to resources and values, financial resources, nature resources, whatever, environmental resources and values, physical values, materialistic values, your moral values, and etc. And Scorpio, which is the opposite sign, is related to resources that are hidden, hidden, or they're far away, like underground resources such as oil and gas. It's hidden money, it's banks, it's those kind of financial systems. And south node there means we're letting go of those things, or we're having some kind of lack and shortage, basically crisis when it comes to underground resources, financial resources, banks. So in my opinion, in my observation, I'm really bad with finances, with money and banks and stuff. I don't understand a lot of terms, but what we actually see is that, like cryptocurrency, which I also don't know much about, the virtual money is progressing, but like the bank system, the paper, the inflation, like the euro is kind of equivalent to US dollars, right? Like it's kind of weird, but that's the crisis we're talking about. And if we go back to the last aspect when we had that, the one that we had, it was in 2008. Okay, 2007, that led to 2008 financial crisis, which also I don't know anything about because I was a baby back then. But yeah, we're having shortage when it comes to gas, oil. We're definitely going to say bye-bye to some kind of bank systems, or maybe even paper money. They're going bye-bye. However, we're going to have some kind of regulations when it comes to new things, new technologies, new money, virtual money, because we have Saturn square there, meaning that there's a control by the government, by authority when it comes to this virtual things, this energy resources that we're going to have. So I got super curious because it's in Taurus, and it's kind of, to me, it's the most, like, if we look at other signs, I can talk about them a lot, but when it comes to Scorpio and Taurus, there is not too many things that I can think about that are going to happen. Because last time when we had this conjunction, it was in 2007, and if you look back at 2007 and see what happened, your mind is going to be like, whoa, blown away. Because whenever we have Uranus and North Node conjunction, it's something that is going to be super trendy, super modern, something super fast, and everyone's going to follow it. But in this case, we're having a little bit of delay because we got used to our old ways of perceiving things, receiving information, doing stuff. But if you look back in 2007, you know what happened? Social media happened. First iPhone was developed, like Android, iOS, all of those, like, technology boom that we are kind of dependent on right now, that have changed our lives for forever, happened in 2007. If we look back to the conjunction that happened before 2007, we are in 1991. You know what happened then? The first website was launched. Can you hear that? First website, the internet connection that we have now, was developed and created and launched in 1990s when we had the previous conjunction. You know what else happened? In 1990, the first Hubble telescope was firstly used, developed, created, launched. And you know what is happening now in 2022? Recently, I found out, I learned that the new telescope has been developed and finally used to get those greater resolution of our universe and other universes, and like taking those amazing pictures of planets and stars. Can you see the pattern? So I was like, that's super interesting. How can I predict what's going to happen for this cycle? So I think I just got too involved and too addicted to researching, and I went actually to 19th century. So every 15 years I started checking what was happening from 1900. And in 1900 we actually had a conjunction, a Uranus and North Node conjunction. And if you look at my notes, can you hear like pages going? Like, look at this. These are only the innovation and technology that were developed during this cycle. So I was like, okay, let me just do the research. And I just went all the way in. In 1900, when we had a North Node and Uranus conjunction, which was in Sagittarius, in July, we actually had the first flight of Zeppelin. I don't want to explain what it is. I'm just going to show a picture and everyone will know what it is. And it's perfect example of Sagittarius and North Node and Uranus being there. Uranus, something new, some kind of new innovation and moving forward, which is like the trend of from 1900, like from 1900, we started having flights. That's when, because it was in Sagittarius sign, so people started kind of flying more from 1900s, and the first flight was exactly on 2nd of July. That's an exact conjunction that happened with Uranus and North Node in that year. But the thing with Uranus is that it happens, you see its effects way before than exact conjunction. So this Zeppelin was of course developed, tested, prototyped way before, like maybe 1 year ahead. Like if we go back, we will probably go to 19th century, 15 years back, and we will see that somebody started developing the Zeppelin and finally launched it, and the first flight was in 1900s. So I was like, that's super interesting because it makes sense. Sagittarius is traveling, flights, going abroad, and Zeppelin. Then I was like, okay, let's move to 1915. And that's when the next conjunction happened. And it was in the sign of Aquarius, which is the sign of rebellion, the sign, I wouldn't say the sign of war, but it's the sign of freedom. So how do you get freedom when there is like World War I happening? You need weapons, you need protection. So I went and I was like, oh my God, in 1915, when we had this conjunction, the first gas mask was developed, tanks were developed, early uses of sonar, you know what is sonar? The one that like picks and senses the signals of, I'll put a picture. Pyrex glass, well, it's more for science. It's super important for science. And something super important, something super crazy is that Aquarius is responsible for astrology and astronomy. And in 1915, the first picture of the planet Pluto was taken by some kind of person, unknown person. It was just a picture and nobody knew what it is. And guess what? After 15 years, on the next conjunction in 1931, Pluto was discovered by an astronomer. Pluto, the planet related to astronomy and astrology, was discovered. Isn't that crazy? And it was in the sign of Aries. And Aries is the most energizing, the childish sign out there. And if we look at Aries as like a weather forecast, it would be earthquakes, thunders, and stuff like that. Something really extra that can shake your ground. So in 1931, seismic scale was developed. You know what is seismic scale? I also found out about it when I was doing my research. It's the scale that measures the earthquake's measurements. It's called seismic scale. Isn't that crazy? Like, I'm blown away. Many other things have happened in 1931. A lot of things actually have happened. One, crazy thing is that the first human flight into the stratosphere was made. The first flight to the stratosphere. And flights, thanks God that we had the conjunction before with Zeppelin that's responsible for flights. Next, the first non-stop flight across Pacific Ocean was made, which was 41.5 hours. Why am I telling you this? It's just I'm trying to kind of, for myself as well, to see what kind of innovations we might have. Because nobody probably predicted that Zeppelin would be developed. Nobody could predict that some kind of seismic scale, the Pluto, it's something sudden, something unexpected, something, most of these experiments that were made during this period were not planned. For example, the Pyrex glass was developed like accidentally. Like so many experiments that we have, like innovations that we have, they were developed unplanned. They were not planned. Like Pluto, nobody planned to find a Pluto. It was just random picture and then it was discovered. So I'm trying to like kind of understand what can happen that we kind of predict, but the reality is that we cannot predict what's going to happen. We can just see what kind of fields. So Sagittarius, flights, Aquarius, it's freedom. So we have of course tanks and what was happening in 1915's war. 1931, Aries is all about like new things. It's about shaking everything. It's about new things. So first flight, first human flight to stratosphere, first flight across the ocean. The ballpoint pen was developed. Where is it? Like, yeah, like I have a lot here. See? What else? Electric guitar was developed in 1931 in a sign of Aries. It's music. It's, you know, electric guitar is opposite of guitar. It's like something extra. It's electric. And Uranus is responsible for electricity. So I guess we're going to have either some kind of problems with electricity or we're going to have some kind of new ways of having electricity. But we will talk about it after I go through all this 15 cycles that I did a research and I really want to share. It's something super interesting. If it's not interesting, you can kind of go through timestamps and move to whatever you're interested in. But yeah. The next thing we had was in 1946, the next conjunction was in Gemini, 19th degree of Gemini, and exact conjunction was on 8th of July in 1946. You know what happened exactly that day? The nuclear test by the US government was made. I don't know what they did, why they did it, I don't want to know, but it's just showing that something good and something bad, right? What good things happen? Somehow, if we look to 1946, a lot of usage of plastic was made. Credit cards were developed. The credit cards that we kind of use nowadays, but they're also going to go bye-bye because we have South Node there. So first credit card was developed in 1946. The suggestion for a telescope was made. Suggestion in 1946. And in 1990, the Hubble telescope was developed. Do you see the cycles? What else? So Gemini is responsible for, you know, like short distance traveling. It's for memories that you make. It's something that you do with your hands. So hand dryers were created, developed. Plastic containers that are made for our convenience for storing food. Also for food, food related. I think the first mechanism of freezing food was developed in 1946. Hairsprays were developed. Supersonic aircraft was developed. And you know what is cool? Instant camera was developed in 1946. Video games were developed in 1946. The ice free, like so many things. Cable TV, 1946, in the sign of Gemini. Actually, a lot of things happened in 1946, and by 1976, I think I gave up. I was like, this is too much information. But I'm gonna say in 1961, the next cycle, it was in Leo. You know what happened in 1961? The first human was sent to the space. Yuri Gagarin from Russia, from USSR. The first animal was sent to the space in 1961. The first spacecraft was sent to Venus to go around Venus and do some kind of research, take pictures. Apollo program was developed. NS8 painkillers were developed. Like, do you see the logic? Do you see the consequences? Do you see like the patterns? It's something technology. It's something space. It's something crazy, unexpected. Nobody was probably thinking about it. All right. If I go one more cycle ahead, we have 1976. The first computer was developed. Apple was registered. The company. Steve Jobs registered Apple. Insane. What crisis happened in 1976? I didn't even check. I didn't want to check. Well, I heard that like there was a lot of oil crisis. There was a recession. Yeah, we don't want to talk about it. And then we are back to 1991, and you know what happened then. So again, the reason I did this research, I'm really curious to know what's going to happen. Are we finally going to have those cars that can fly? Are we going to have like individual cars that can fly from one country to another? Because we're having Uranus, we're having Mars. Mars is something super fast. What about teleportation? I think we're not that advanced yet, even though the technology probably exists. But yeah, the problem with this aspect that we're having this cycle is that there is a control by government and by, I don't know, authorities. Plus we have another control here, our own control. Humanity collectively is not ready for the change. Because I think we've seen so many innovations, so many developments, but this time it's going to be something really huge, and our mindset is not letting it happen. Even though it's already happening, people won't accept it. It will, and only those people who will accept the changes will have good next 15 years. I am looking forward to it. That's why I'm not talking about negative stuff, because I don't like how can we prepare for negative stuff is by controlling our emotions, by controlling our energy. That's our resource. That's the Taurus, right? The thing is, collectively, even though it's happening but it's quite slow, people's energy, like humanity's energy, is shifting. We don't want it, but it is happening. Our values are changing. Before we were super materialistic, but now we are going to let go of those like materialistic stuff. Maybe we will move towards minimalism, trying to save, trying to protect, I don't know, ourselves and our planet finally. Maybe finally we will really take care of our earth, because Taurus is the sign of earth. Have you watched Moana? And this queen that was like a mountain sleeping, that's what I call Taurus. For me, that's Taurus. I think earth is Taurus because it's energy, like it's resource, it's plants, it's food, it's waters, it's everything. It's stable. Our earth is stable. We are basically ruining it. I don't know why I'm giving this lecture, but I think I really love our planet and I want it to not die because of us. So I really believe that we are having a crisis when it comes to underground resources, right? So now we are going to look forward to something that we can use like energy source, like sun and plants. They already exist. And what I am thinking about is that, you know, all those inventions that I've mentioned, they were kind of developing before the conjunction has happened. So it looks like there are developments that have been happening like in this upcoming years, and from this year, from 2022 and moving forward, we will have laws and all these innovations are going to be brought to us. They're going to be finally launched, and we will need to accept it, we want it or not. If we don't want to accept it, it's going to be super hard, and we're going to be stuck in whatever energy we're in, but we need to move forward. You know, when there's some kind of crisis, there's always something good happening. So that's what I'm like looking towards for. I think I want to kind of mention how you can check. So if you are my age, you probably can only remember 2008, 2007. Oh no, 2007. And for others, you can probably go back to 1990s, 1976, and 1961, and back 15 years back. So if you look back, you will notice there was some kind of change in your life that you did not plan, you did not expect, but it kind of gave you the vibe of your upcoming 15 years. I really started looking back in 2007. What happened in 2007? I was like, really, really interesting. And you know, in 2007, I'm gonna cry. In 2007, I was 11 years old. That's when I discovered astrology. That's when astrology became my best friend and helped me to socialize with people. Until 11 years old, I didn't have friends. I didn't know how to talk to people. I was super shy. And when I discovered astrology, I was like, whoa, like now I started like talking about astrology. That's how I started making friends. That's one thing. Another thing that has happened in 2007 is that I started making money. You know how? Not from astrology, but it was definitely nothing that I have expected for or my mom expected. It's when I figured out the field of beauty and I started making consultations. I started selling cosmetics. I was 11. That's weird. But again, something unexpected. And I looked at my chart. It's exactly like it's conjuncting with kind of like it's in between of second house, which is like money and beauty, and third house, which is knowledge and communication, friends and classmates. And also during this time, I was determined to kind of apply for this high school that I really, really wanted to study in. And I think in 2008, I failed. See? And I was super, super depressed. Yeah, because third house, right? So that's your thoughts. I was super depressed. But in 2009, I got accepted to the same place I applied for and failed. And if we look back to that and to 2022, which is the cycle is closing, that astrology thing that I started doing in 2007 brought me to here, to now, to my fifth house, where my hobby is becoming my source of passion, income, and basically I am monetizing. I really hope that YouTube's gonna monetize my channel this month. So that's that's crazy. Another thing is that I started doing like working in beauty field, right? And this year I got accepted for to study for my master's degree to study dermatological and cosmetic sciences. Like that thing that started back then now is manifesting and kind of closing the cycle. It's crazy. So that is why it's super important for you to know in what kind of field it's going to manifest for you and how long. And like basically you will see your 15-year cycle. That's what I'm gonna title this this video, 15-year cycle. I am super excited for each one of you, but just know that with every turbulence, with every crisis, there is something new happening for you that is going to change the trajectory of your life, that is going to just shift you to another level. Like, you want it or not, it's gonna happen. And all I'm wishing you is like only the good things. And I want to say that after any tornado, after any rain, there is a rainbow. And let's go and start with Aries. My dear lovely Aries, so where this conjunction is happening for you, it is happening in your second house of income, resources, values, and everything beautiful and yummy. So what does it mean for you? Basically, this 15-year cycle for you is going to be very turbulent when it comes to the financial income that you have. It's either not going to be stable, or it's going to fluctuate a lot, or maybe you will have some kind of sudden gains of like money. You're gonna have like, whoa, a lot of money, and then you will be like spending too much. So for you, it's super important to kind of find the ways that you can make money with different types of like resources. So for example, technology, right? Something new, something innovative. Maybe the income that you have had like before, it's going to change, and now you're gonna either work in different kind of field, or you are maybe going to find extra or new incomes that are going to come to your way, that are going to give you like this kind of fluctuations when it comes to financial stability. But another good thing is that your values, like your moral values, your material values are changing. Either you're becoming like, you will notice like in 15 years probably you will either become more minimalistic, or you will decide to really work with plants. Maybe you will start like maybe you will have your own garden. You will make your own cucumber and tomatoes in your garden. You'll be super kind of into natural things, into healthy food, into, I don't know, let's say meditation, because it's your values. You're changing your energy. Maybe you will start meditating so that your vibrations are increasing. And again, it's like you want it or not. It's not something that you're gonna plan, like I'm gonna plan to have plants, to have cucumber. No, it's something maybe somebody's going to gift you some kind of seeds, or maybe you will think about like, or get a gift of like a electric car, things like that. But yeah, basically you're going to have a lot of change when it comes to your income, your money. Also, it can mean that you will start thinking about your diet in a different way. You will be more into eating healthy, cooking at home, and not doing those McDonald's and like fast food things. Yeah. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Moving on to Tauruses. Well, Tauruses are the star of this whole aspect that is happening, because it is happening for you in your own Taurus sign, in your first house. What does it mean? Basically, it means everything. I cannot pinpoint a specific field, but it's definitely going to be something huge, a big change for you when it comes to any field of your life, especially your looks, your physical appearance, your partnerships, your status. But if we stick to status, it means that during like from this year, probably you're gonna meet someone that is going to be a person that is going to kind of become your husband or your wife, and you are going to be with them for a long period. This person is going to change your life. It's going to be someone who is super innovative, someone who is super different, someone probably different from you. Also, it can mean you are changing your status. Maybe you are becoming a citizen of a different country. Maybe you're immigrating somewhere. Maybe you're divorcing from a partnership, a commitment that you did not like. Maybe you're opening your own business and you are going to be like the boss, and you are, or maybe you can inherit a business from your family members. Like, that could happen. Maybe you will find a business partner with whom you will start some kind of business. But the reality is that it can touch upon any field of your life, because it is happening for you in your own sign. So you will feel the most change, but it is definitely going to be something super different. Even though there will be some kind of turbulences, some kind of problems, tension in the beginning, just know that it is for a better. It is for the progress. It's for leveling up your life, for moving you towards to next horizons, to something really good, something really positive. Just do not resist the change, okay? It's going to be good. In the beginning, yes, there will be some kind of tension, it will be too much, but you can do it. I really believe in you. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please, please, please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Dear Gemini, so what is this transit bringing for you? Well, actually, this transit is super transformative when it comes to your spirituality, with some kind of isolation, with some kind of immigration. So those Geminis who did not expect traveling somewhere, for like immigrating somewhere, this is going to come to your life, like immigration process or something related to moving to another country. It's going to be very sudden. You did not plan it, and it's going to be like your kind of 15-year cycle. Maybe you will move to another country, and that's what's going to happen for your life. You will be settling, preparing documents, kind of basically changing your life, changing your environment. And this transit is happening in your 12th house, right? So it means this 12th house is usually the endings. It's finishing all kind of cycles. It's letting go of all the things that do not serve you, people that do not serve you, basically everything that is related to letting go and cutting ties with things, habits, and everything which is basically not good for you, especially addictions. Maybe during this period, like from 2022, you will kind of stop smoking or stop drinking alcohol, stop doing something that is actually not good for you. Also, it can mean that you will be maybe during this period, like end of July, August, and upcoming, like the end until the end of this year, you will probably be a lot in your head. You will be thinking too much. Maybe you will feel a little bit depressed or stressed, but it is going to help you to kind of, to figure out what is it that your soul actually wants. What do you need to do to kind of improve your life and move to the next stage? It's also like breaking free from some kind of situation where you were stuck in. Maybe for some Geminis who were in prison, now they will be free. It can also mean there is some kind of let's say you were working for some kind of company and like in the office, and now you're going to start working remotely. You will be working from another country. It can also mean that you can be working remotely for a foreign international company. But whatever it is, this 15-year cycle is definitely going to be very transformative for you in terms of soul discovery, in terms of understanding what you truly want, what are your values, like moral values. And I'm wishing you all of the best for this upcoming 15-year cycle. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please, please, please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. All right, what is happening for Cancers? So for Cancers, this cycle is, this transit is happening in your 11th house of plans, dreams coming true. And this also, this is the house of fame, okay? So for those Cancers who who were probably not having, maybe you were not having some kind of specific goals in life, or you were kind of, going with the flow. All of a sudden, maybe you will start having some kind of big and amazing plans or goals in your life. Or maybe you have been dreaming about something for so long, boom, your dream like literally comes true. It can basically, I can also call it the house of manifestation. So whatever you have been like thinking about, hoping for, wishing for, manifesting, they can all come to fruition. They can all become a reality, and you will be not expecting whatever it is. On the other side, you will be cutting ties with some kind of group of people, with friends. So within this 15-year cycle, you will be changing the social life that you have. Maybe you will stop communicating with the community that you have now, because now you will be moving to another kind of group set, to another like a community, because you will be kind of an influential person, because your goal for this 15 years, even though you don't know it, but now you know after this video, is that you will be so influential in terms of delivering some kind of information, delivering some kind of knowledge to this community that will actually listen to you. So you can become a leader of, I wouldn't say cult, but let's say you open a YouTube channel and you want to deliver some kind of information, you want to educate people, or you want to share your experiences that can help other people to kind of change something in their lives. So you are going to be very, very important for them. People are going to listen to you. People are going to follow you. It can also mean that maybe you come up with some kind of innovative way of solving some kind of problem, and you share it with other with the community, and boom, like your suggestion, your solution becomes so popular and so widely used that it is going to, again, help humanity, I would say. Maybe we can also say that Cancer's goal for this upcoming 15 years is to help raise the vibration and the energy of collective world, because you have this platform, you have this power, you have this tool, okay, let's say online, social media, whatever. You have this kind of tool with which you can reach out to bigger audience, to more people, and help them to grow together with you and me together. Of course, we're gonna grow all together. What else it can mean? Can also be related to kids. Maybe I mean, in 15 years you will probably have kids, or depending on what kind of situation, but maybe for some cancers you did not expect it, and boom, you are pregnant. It can also mean that you might have this community, right? And there will be some kind of you will become friends with someone, and this someone could be a foreigner, could be very different, could be kind of not like other people that you knew. This person is going to bring something to your life that is going to change your mindset. This person can maybe become your love partner in the future. So be aware of that, because I really feel like there are some kind of highly evolved people are coming your way to kind of grow with you, or also help you to grow in this new world that we're having. But I would say this is the best position. I think this is the best thing out of like all 12 signs, because this is the ultimate house of any dreams coming true. Literally any dream. So make sure to level up your manifestation game. Make sure to level up whatever plan and goals that you want to accomplish, because they all will be manifested, and very sudden and very fast. You're gonna grow really, really fast, and of course you're gonna help the humanity. Thank you. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Okay, what about Leos? For Leos, this aspect is happening in your 10th house of career, status, and reputation. What does it mean? Well, this aspect brings a lot of changes and a lot of sudden changes when it comes to your career. Maybe some kind of a crisis can happen at your work. Maybe your company gets closed. Maybe it shuts down, and then you have no choice but to find another job. But this another job will have more perspective. It will have more opportunities for you to grow. It will be a job that will give you not only like financial stability, like better salary, but it is going to give you like really fast growth in your status, in your career. Maybe let's say you are an intern right now, and then during this period your career is going to like boom 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 grow. You're gonna be like from intern to manager, from manager to CEO. I don't know, like this kind of career growth is definitely, I can see it for you. But there should be some kind of crisis for you when it comes to your career that needs to happen before you start moving. So the crisis, as I have said, like maybe you get fired, maybe you quit, or maybe the place that you work at right now is not something that you really want, or you do not feel connected, but you have this kind of, you're kind of not sure if you should quit. Maybe you feel some kind of bone. Maybe you feel connected to this old job that you do. That is definitely not the place for you to be at, because you're kind of stuck and you're just like following whatever flow there is, and you can see that there could be more opportunities, but you're just like for some reason stuck. And this aspect is definitely going to kind of push you towards letting go of old ways, letting go of old techniques, methods, and moving on to something new, working for some kind of, here's the thing, maybe you will receive some kind of invitation from a foreign international company, or this company is highly evolved technologically. It's very innovative company, the company that deals with international, with foreign things. Maybe it's high tech kind of company, and maybe that's why you will be like hesitant to kind of get this new position, because you think you do not since you do not know the field, you might not be as good as others. But the thing is, it's time for everyone actually to learn and to grow, and it's perfect. You can do that. For some Leos, it can also mean that you have probably, if you have been in some kind of relationship, like marriage, in some kind of marriage that you're not feeling it, and it's like, boring and same old routine, and you were subconsciously thinking about like getting a divorce or something, or breaking up with someone, but you were like, again, hesitant, not confident. Maybe this period is going to push you. Something's going to make you make that step, make that move, get a divorce, and decide to split. Maybe you will feel a lot of tension at first, but the truth is, it's actually really good for you to kind of move forward, to level up and change your game. Also, since it's the house of reputation and how you position yourself, or how the world kind of sees you, it can also mean that at first you might be having some kind of doubt, or you will be kind of not confident to kind of express yourself, or become more like, visible, more authorious. So this aspect can also push you to become more confident, to shine, to go on stage, to perform, to become something that you were afraid of becoming, something that is actually really good for you to step out and become more confident. Okay. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. The next sign, which is Virgo. For Virgos, this aspect is happening in your 9th house of foreign traveling, foreigners, international companies, languages, education, so many things. And of course, lawsuits and some kind of things related to law. One thing for sure is that you will be definitely graduating from some kind of university and you will finally become a professional. Or maybe you will receive some kind of opportunity to become a professor. Maybe there is some kind of opportunity, like within this 15 years, you will receive some kind of invitations to either work for foreign companies, or maybe you will receive some kind of admission letters for a university that you really did not expect to get in, but boom, you're like accepted and you're like, oh my god, I really did not believe that I'm going to be accepted, like Harvard is going to admit me because I thought my grades are low, but boom, it happens. Maybe you get a scholarship, maybe there is some kind of invitation for you to travel abroad and work for foreign companies. Or it can also mean that you're probably meeting a lot of foreigners, and one of them could be your future spouse. This person is going to change your life. This person might be a foreigner, but also at the same time, it can mean that, let's say, you were studying for so long and something happens and you're like, I no longer want to study. I'm done with it. You can quit studying. You can quit teaching. And you'll be like, I'm done. I don't want to do this. And it can also mean that you will be moving towards something more innovative, to some kind of new information. Because we have Uranus, right? It's new things, it's new technology, it's a lot of new trends. So I really feel like in the 9th house, it can give you this kind of urge to start learning, to incorporating your knowledge and using it in real life. But it's more of a research kind of. Maybe you will kind of figure out, maybe you will discover something and you will be doing a lot of research. You will want to study, or maybe you will innovate some kind of new field, new kind of science, or you will really make some kind of input when it comes to scientific world, and it is going to be something big, something huge. Maybe you will discover some kind of formula, some kind of element, and it is definitely going to change the world. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay. Also, it can mean that there will be some kind of, you will be suing some people, and it is going to be in your favor. If you sue somebody, you're definitely going to get the benefits. So if you want to sue someone, do it. The plans are in your favor. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Okay, the next sign we have is Libra. So for Libras, this aspect is happening in your 8th house of other people's resources, other people's money, common, like united resources. And during this aspect, it can mean that your partner's financial situation is going to be very turbulent. Of course, it's going to affect your finances as well, because this is definitely like a combined finance of you and your partner together. But for your partner, it's going to be kind of a little bit turbulent. But for you, it can mean that you are going to have some kind of passive income. Maybe you are going to invest into, I don't know, Bitcoin and all those virtual money that I cannot name, and it's going to bring you passive income. So you're just gonna like invest and then just get those millions and billions of dollars coming your way because you made the right choice. So I think a lot of Libra risings are going to benefit from investing. Also, there is a high potential that you will get some kind of inheritance, and it's definitely going to be sudden, and you'll be like, excuse me. But also it can mean there will be, you will stop receiving some kind of scholarship, you will stop receiving some kind of grants because it's over, maybe the cycle has ended. But now that it is over, you are kind of figuring out the ways that you can make other smart and innovative income for you, and one of them is definitely investing. And then also there, in like, trust me, in 15 years you will receive some kind of inheritance and you will be shocked about it, and you'll be like, whoa, I did not expect it, this is a lot. And I'm really wishing you really good inheritance. And it's like winning a lottery when you like invest and then you start receiving those maybe, yeah, you will be like investing this upcoming 15 years, and then later on you will have so much return, and this is really cool. I'm jealous now. But yes, I'm looking for this is so bad. I'm looking for a Libra person to come into my life, and yeah, we can share life together. So it's perfect. Yes. Sounds bad. Okay, anyways, by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Moving on to Scorpio. So for Scorpios, this is kind of a very, very, very important transit because it is happening in your 7th house of partners, both business and love partnerships. So one thing that it can play out, one way that it can play out is that you are going to meet someone, a foreigner, definitely, someone who is very different from others, and this person is going to be the love of your life. This person is going to have this life with you, and it's going to be amazing. This person is going to teach you so many different things that you didn't know about. This person can also open your eyes for some kind of new opportunities, new ways of thinking. At the same time, it can also mean for those Libras who have been in some kind of uncertain relationship where things were kind of rough and going nowhere, this time will definitely be like this year. It's definitely going to be the period like July, August. You will really feel like getting free. Like you will feel like you need to let this person go, or some kind of situation will happen where you will split up. You two people are going to break up and something's going to happen. Maybe you will get a divorce and finally divide all the like financial whatever thing that is. What is that thing? Not the inheritance, but you divide the properties and stuff. So for some Libras, it can happen like official divorce, or maybe, again, as I said, you will meet someone and it is going to be perfect, or you will get back to this person that you are hesitant to get back with, and it's going to be really growing fast. The relationship is going to grow fast. Again, it is about the relationships, right? Maybe you will get into really committed relationship, or you will stop the commitment. It's also perfect for you to, if you are a businessman, businesswoman, and you have your own business, it means that you either your business partner that you want, the one that you have currently, is definitely not helping you in any way, and you will cut ties with him or her, and you will find someone better, someone that can take your business to the next level. Together you will grow super fast. It can also mean that if you have a business partner that is like, okay, who is good and whatever, compatible with you, your relationship is going to get more committed, and the business that you have started like previously is going to start finally kind of excelling and moving to the right direction. And together you are going to either work on some kind of innovative product, or you can change the product that you have and make it more advanced, technologically, for example, advanced. You can automate it and do it more modern, and it will grow really fast, and it will definitely be perceived well by the audience, because seventh house is also responsible for clients and consultation. So it can definitely manifest itself into making the product that you release, something that you do with your business partner together, it can grow really fast because people will really like it. So I'm wishing you all of the best. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. For Sagittarius, this aspect is happening in your 6th house of daily routine, work, employees, and health and pets. This can work in different ways. One is that your company is shutting off, and you are cutting off some employees. So you're letting go some employees. Or if you're working for some company, you will also let go and move to another. Maybe you will get a promotion, or you will find a job in another high-tech company, and another company that is ready to move. It's modern, it's very advanced, it's something new. And of course you will be hesitant to try to test the new job, but it is definitely going to be something that is going to revolve around foreigners, international companies, working abroad, working on some kind of new ways of changing our world, because this house, 6th house, is also responsible for your diet and your health. Maybe during this period, during this 15 years, you will kind of have this realization that you don't want to eat meat. I'm just bringing an example. Maybe you will be like, I cannot stand sugar. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you'll be like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have sugar. I don't want to have coffee in my body. So there's some kind of letting go of some kind of food, some kind of, maybe you will have a new diet and let go some kind of food that you think is really bad for your health. But it is also the house of health issues, right? So if you have been having some kind of health problems, it can mean that your health situation is either going to resolve by itself all of a sudden, or maybe new technology that is developing at the moment, that will be developing, those, like, that technology is going to help you. It's going to improve your health, because we have like new era, new age coming, and there are a lot of technology advancements. So if you have been struggling with some kind of health issue, it will be resolved because of either technology or because of different ways. Maybe you will find not traditional way of healing, and it will help you. Maybe you will start meditating and manifesting a healthy body, healthy health, a healthy mental health, and it is going to actually work miraculously for you. And you'll be surprised, like, oh my god, how did I lose so much weight? I didn't even exercise. Or maybe you had some kind of health issue inside, and all of a sudden it's gone, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Yes. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please, please, please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Okay, moving on to Capricorns. Dear Capricorns, I am a Capricorn, so I can definitely relate. To me, when this happened, if you didn't watch the beginning, maybe I will repeat myself, but in 2007, 2008, when this aspect happened, if you can go back to 2007 and think about what happened, what was initiated that kind of you can see the results of now. For me, it was right between second and third house. Right now it's in the fifth house. So second, third house, that's when I discovered beauty and how to make money from beauty. Then I discovered urge to learn astrology, because third house is learning things. So that's when I started learning about astrology. Also, third house was the house of new connections, new people, classmates, neighbors, and that's when I started having friends from 2007. I didn't have friends before. I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to give consultations. My beauty skills, not beauty, studying beauty, and everything that was happening from 2007 actually manifested itself from 2007, and now I have been studying astrology since then. And now I am being in a fifth house. It means that the hobby that you have is really going to take you to the next level. Maybe, for example, maybe I will get monetized this month. Maybe YouTube finally monetize me. It can also mean that the hobby that you have, you're either going to really get involved and you're really going to work on your hobby and make it kind of the passion of your life that can bring you money in the future, like in my case, astrology. Or it can mean that your kids are going to be doing something that is going to affect your life. For example, your kids might decide to move out and finally, I don't know, go somewhere, study abroad, and you will be affected by this because now you're alone because kids are leaving. And that's what is happening to my mom, because she's a Capricorn and I am her kid. And I, again, because of education thing that was happening before with skincare and beauty, I got accepted to for a master's degree to study dermatological and cosmetic sciences. So I will be leaving, and my mom's kid, me, is going to leave, and her another kid, my sister, is also going to leave. So for Capricorns who have kids, it can mean that your kids are either going to depart and leave you, and it's going to definitely affect your life. But also definitely those retired Capricorns who no longer work, it's time for you to monetize your hobbies or find a new hobby and just go with it. Also, which something that I haven't noticed yet is that fifth house is the house of romance, love, and dates. I don't have that yet, so I don't know. But basically, yes, maybe in July and August we will meet someone with whom we will be dating, and this person is definitely going to be a foreigner, or maybe we will be going on dates in other countries and travel together, and this person is definitely going to be the love of our life. So I'm waiting for that Libra to come in. I'm wishing you to find that person as well if you're looking for someone. But it can also mean that your love, your passion for your partner is definitely going to change, and you'll have a lot of happy moments with them. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please, please, please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. Okay, for Aquarius, this is happening in your fourth house of house. Literally, the house of your family, the house where you actually live, the place where you feel comfortable. So when this aspect is in your fourth house, it means you're definitely dealing with some kind of immigration. You're moving somewhere, you are leaving or changing your location, your house. It can also mean that you're getting married and now you're going to have a family of your own. But on the flip side, it can also mean that you will be letting go of some kind of property. Maybe you were renting some kind of place, some kind of apartment, and now you have to leave because somebody else is going to take it. Like those kind of tension can happen, but it is for a good thing. It is going to definitely bring you something better when it comes to kind of property. Yeah, I really think that it could also be that you can get an inheritance, like someone is going to inherit you a house. There is a possibility, but yes, it is also the house of your parents, like its family, its mother especially. So yeah, a lot of tension can happen in that field as well, but I definitely see that a lot of Aquariuses will be changing the place where they live, will be renovating their houses maybe a lot, and maybe you will be living, your style of living will be revolved around like traveling a lot. Maybe one day you live here, the next day you live there, or you are having a lot of trips with your partner. Yeah. And by the way, your August and July horoscope predictions are already ready on my channel. I will link them down below in the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure to go ahead and check your July and August predictions. They're really going to kind of give you a better overview of the whole period in general. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel because I really hope that this month I am going to get monetized and finally make my aspect work. And I'm really hoping to be very useful for you guys. So if you subscribe, you're definitely going to receive a lot of positive information from me. And I really hope to see you soon on my next video. Bye. And for Pisces, this is happening in your third house of network, knowledge, skills, new languages, cars, traveling, business trips. And for me, it happened in 2007, right? So I can definitely say that in 2007, I started having this urge to learn astrology because I really believe that astrology will help me to make friends, because third house is also kind of friends or connections, or just some kind of acquaintances where you can communicate with people. I really believe that for some Pisces, you are either going to start learning something completely new, something completely different, which is definitely going to be incorporated for you later. Maybe you will start learning some kind of, new field, new thing that is going to be trendy later on. This is going to bring you money after you start learning it. It can also mean that your kind of, I wouldn't say community, but you're starting to meet new people who are very different from the people that you knew before. And these people can help you to kind of grow. Like, these people will give you so much information and you will be kind of smarter in some kind of field. It can also mean that maybe you will be working or dealing with a lot of traveling. Like maybe you will buy an electric car, or you will develop some kind of car that can fly. Yeah, basically you're going to be working or studying the fields that are going to be something new. like new fields of traveling, not fields, new ways of traveling, new ways of resources. But it is also the house of a lot of thinking, because third house is about your thoughts. Maybe you will be kind of having a lot, I wouldn't say anxiety, but you will be way too analytical. You will be thinking too much about like, oh, what if this way, what if that way. But don't let it stop you. Maybe in your new thoughts, in your analytical mind, you will find some kind of new innovative solutions that can definitely going to help you to make your life very new, better. It is also the house of siblings. Maybe you will be working together with your sibling on some kind of new project that you can do together. Maybe you will be also changing, your neighbors will change a lot. Maybe you will be traveling, having a lot of business trips that you will meet a lot of new people. But yeah, just make sure to kind of be careful with like traveling during July and August. But in general, I really think that you will be traveling for a business trip, or just for, you'll be moving a lot. You will be super active this upcoming 15 years. And if you haven't watched your August and July videos, please make sure to watch them. And I really, really hope you watch the beginning of this video, and I'm wishing you all of the best for this upcoming 15-year cycle. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next videos. Have an amazing 15 years. Bye.